Hey, what's up, studs? Ryan here at MandRproductions, and this is my review of the 2014 LEGO Star Wars set number 75036 Utapau Troopers, aka 212 Troopers Battle Pack. It included just 83 pieces, and at the time retailed for $13. However, if you want one brand new in the box, modern day, 2022, it'll cost you probably over $100, which is just an absurd value for a battle pack. It's certainly something that with the release of the summer 2022 ATTE, myself and many others are hoping LEGO will revisit the concept of a 212 battle pack. But as of now, the 2014 version sports some pretty epic key box art with the Darth Vader kind of grabbing from above, and then we have the Utapau plains, it feels like we're not down in the pit of Utapau or whatever, which would have been a cooler box art, admittedly, but then we have our 4 troopers around the Tri-Droid there, and they actually don't put a lot of focus on the troopers on this box art. I just kind of noticed they're really small on there, it feels like. The back of the box shows us some of the functions of the Tri-Droid and that there are new stud shooter blasters. Yeah, that was a thing in 2014. It was exciting. As I dig into this, I gotta say, in 2014, this battle pack and the Kashyyyk Troopers, they were just massively underappreciated by the community, I feel like. And it's a different world now. Like, a lot of people have more money, which goes a long way for stuff like this. But this set, just, I only ever bought, 3 or 4 of. I don't know what I was thinking. I also didn't make more than $7 a day at the time, which definitely contributes to not being able to afford a lot of battle packs. But, yeah, times have changed, and now that this is worth $100, feels bad, man. You receive a pair of 212 Troopers in the set, and they're really good looking. So the biggest changes from the 212 Troopers from 2022 back into 2014 are the white arms and the white hips, and then the helmet print is way better in 2014. It's kind of crazy how far downhill some of LEGO's quality has gone, but 2014 was very good here. It also is a more accurate trooper in general, using an actual Episode 3 style print for everything. Like, the helmet print has the proper number of lines on the side, the torso print is Episode 3 styled. Really, the only thing I feel like this trooper is missing is a little bit of footprinting, that extra bit of detail. And they were doing this weird thing for a while where they would do the detail for the legs, but it just cuts the print in the middle, and so that's definitely something that I think is improved modern day. If we remove the helmet, you'll see we just have the generic angry clone face, which is really cool, but they've definitely improved the heads underneath clone troopers now as well. And as we look to the back, just a simple back of clone trooper print. Overall, really awesome figure, great for army building. We also received a pair of 212th Airborne Troopers in the set. Again, black hips, and the new modern Airborne Troopers have 2 white arms instead of the alternating orange-white arms, but I think this orange-white does give it kind of an extra splash of color as well, and looks kind of neat. Very detailed torso print, very nice helmet. The helmet in the 2022 version, I believe, is exactly the same, so there's no real difference there, unlike with the 212 helmets. And then, again, that leg print, very nice and accurate. However, they just kind of cut the print there, and that's something that, again, that I think they've really improved on modern day. The waist capes on these guys are a pain to get on. Now, I put them on what would be considered proper, I guess, but a lot of people, especially, younger kids, would put them on completely improperly, and they look really weird. If you ever see these on, eBay listings or anything, they almost never look as good as I have the waist cape applied, I feel like. So that's just something, if you ever get one of these, take some extra care to put your waist capes on right, because it does help the character look a lot better. Overall, this is a perfect minifig selection for a clone battle pack like this, and unfortunately, all the troopers got these, at the time, new stud shooters, and I mean, they work as intended, but I definitely prefer the regular blasters over the stud shooters. Unlike most battle packs where you get a build that is essentially on the same side as the troopers in your battle pack, the build in this set is actually on the opposite team, essentially. It is the Tri-Droid from Utapau, and it actually took me way too long after the set came out to realize that this Tri-Droid was actually on Utapau, and you can see it in Revenge of the Sith, and that makes it an even cooler battle pack to me. It's something that I didn't even consider when this set was out, and then at some point down the line, either someone mentioned it to me or I finally saw it in the movie and put it together, and I was like, that's the build from the battle pack! Something happened and clicked, and I really appreciate this for that much more now than I did when this set originally came out. But it's a very nice and simple build. It's probably made out of 40 pieces max, but it's got 3 legs, all of which are posable. Not that you really want to be posing the legs and doing weird things like this. I think it definitely looks weird if you try to do too much with it, because it's just one of those things, right? It should probably just be put down the way that it comes in the box, and I wouldn't touch it outside of that, even though I'm sure plenty of kids all over the earth, that's how they played with it. But as a collector, that's the way that I would want to display this, because I think it looks the coolest. I mean, you can kind of get it to lean forward like that, and it might look good to you, but for the most part, this is just, I'm sticking with the vanilla look. Now, the other play function it does have going for it to take out your clone troopers is that it does have some flick fire missiles, and they all spin around. This entire thing in the middle here with the dome on top does spin, and it looks really cool doing so, especially because of the red on the flick fire missiles. Like, it just really pops to me. So you can get some really good spins, you can get some really bad ones, and then as far as firing the flick fire missiles, I mean, we've all seen flick fire missiles. These are not ones that you're going to be able to just put your finger like this and flick, because obviously it spins, so there's nothing like that allows you to really force it out. Like, see, it's only half out there. But if you have it in like this, you can actually kind of like push it out. Okay, maybe that's not a good example either. That is tough. Unless you're really going to hold it down and give it a good flick, your performance on the flick fire missiles aren't going to be too good. The build for the Tri-Droid also looks really weird without its flick fire missiles placed in there. Like, it just doesn't look very good to me. I like having that extra splash of red. It's one of the few sets where I prefer the flick fire missiles be there than not. This is one of those sets where if I can get a time machine today, go back and buy 100, I absolutely would. Getting 2 212th Airborns and 2 regular 212th Troopers in the same set is amazing, and all for $13 along with that Utapau Tri-Droid. Just a fantastic combo. This is a 10 out of 10 battle pack, but unless you're a very serious LEGO Star Wars collector, I cannot recommend anyone spend $100 on this. It is just insane to spend $100 on a battle pack like this. Again, unless you're a serious collector or you have some insane nostalgia for this thing, it's a hard thing to recommend modern day. But if the world ever goes crazy and LEGO releases a new version of a 212th battle pack, it might be a good pickup. But this is literally my idea of like a 10 out of 10 battle pack. Very pleased with this. Let me know what you think about it in the comments section below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. You can check out more LEGO Star Wars videos on the end screen now.